everyone. I thought I'd do a different makeup thing today, like really close up. Maybe that's good, might be interesting. So there we are. I'm going to do a close up makeup today. So I've prepped my skin, I've got my SPF on, and I then go in with foundation. I find that my SPF, which is the Helio Care, is an excellent primer, so I don't like to put on other stuff. A primer I would generally use if I was going out in the evening and not put SPF on. Now, I've been really enjoying mixing my foundations. I have a different mix every day, and what I've been mixing is the Ambient Soft Glow, which is, it's so lovely mixed. The reason I mix it is because it's not as long lasting as my other foundations. So today I'm going to mix it with BarePro. Again, I always mix a warm shade with a neutral shade. So I'm going to do 1 pump of the Hourglass. So it's quite neutral, it's 6.5. And 1 pump of the BarePro, which is in warm natural 12. And you'll see, oh, it's nearly finished this. All my foundations are always like this. One is neutral, one is yellow. And that's just how I like them. So I've mixed this with double wear, I've mixed it, yeah, I always mix my foundations. And because it just, if you mix a glowy one with a matte one or a runnier one with a thicker one, you get the best of both worlds. And because BarePro is long wearing, I'm hoping that it will have good lasting power. Because the Soft Glow, it is lovely. It really is. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It gives you that soft glow. And I just love that. So I always dot my foundation on my face first, because if I go straight in with a brush or a sponge, it's going to soak up all of that foundation and you're just going to end up wasting it. So always pop it on the back of your hand, get it on your face, and then you can start blending. And I typically stipple my foundation in, like so. See, already you're getting that really nice coverage. If you've got any redness in your skin, then this shade of Hourglass 6.5 is phenomenal. Now I really concentrate on the center because that's where I need the most coverage. And then I bring it down and I kind of work that way. I like to use a brush because... Uh-oh, Bertie, come on! Oh, bloody hell, it's all going on this morning. Goodness sake. Right. Before I get scared out of my life, let's carry on. I'm like lost my train of thought. Okay, I'm gonna blend in like this. Honestly, it's like manic this morning. I don't know why it's so manic. Okay. Stippling in. See, that's really quite nice. I don't know why. I feel like the light is really dark. Is it just me or what? Am I just not having a good day? So once that's all set, see, I can see that BarePro has really made that a really nice consistency. I've mixed this with the L'Oreal, I've mixed it with both my double wears, and I think I am liking the mixture with BarePro because it just gives it a really nice finish. Like look at the side here, how nice how smooth it looks. Because I don't have any texture there, but my skincare's really been smoothing my skin out. So that's the mix. I've done 1 pump of each. Make sure we get all in like that. I think that's really nice. I really like that mix. Okay. Then now I like to put on my foundation with a brush these days, but I always do my concealer with a sponge. So I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. And I put one blob like that. Then I go in with the L'Oreal. And I do, because I don't like, I do my eyelid and inner and just slightly out, because I'm quite dark on the inside lid there. So you only need a small bit of this. And then I take a blender like that. This is the Wet and Wild one, and I love it. And then I start with the Shape Tape, just to make sure I'm really filling in that under eye. Like that. And then I start blending out with the rest, and then I do my eyelid. Like so. But I like to have a really bright eyelid and corners. I don't like it being dark in that corner. Once that's nicely blended in, I then take the rest and kind of bounce it on my nose, a bit on my forehead, a bit on my chin. Now, you want to make sure your concealer is really blended in before you set with powder. Now, I told you I use several concealers. This is where the eraser from Maybelline comes in. I tap that just like this here, kind of just underneath. And then I just look at that, look how that brightens up that area. And I just go over the eye. It just, I don't know, I really like it. I like that kind of ski chalet look. It just kind of carries on brightening the area. I just like it. Okay, now, like I said, you want to make sure your concealer is in place, and you might have to go over it a few times just to really make sure you don't have any creases, because then you're going to go in with your powder to set. Now, I like a brightening powder, and I've been using my Fenty Pro Filt'r in Lavender, but yesterday I used my bareMinerals original in Fairly Light, and it was brilliant. It really brightened under my eyes, but I'm going to use this today. So I take the end of my powder, my sponge, and I love applying powder with a sponge. And I just, see, look how bright that is. I do the under eyes first, like that. This smells amazing. Oh my God, everything's gonna fall down. And then I go over the eyelids. If you've got oily lids, it really is essential to set. And I like to use the sponge because it's just softer. And once I've used the sponge, I will then take a fluffy brush and take what's left in the lid and just go over, kind of brushing what I had left. Like so. And that just sets your eyes, and you don't have oily lids. And the concealer over the eyelid works as a primer, so you know, everyone's a winner. Then I like to set my foundation, and I set with my BarePro. I love this, it's a powder foundation. For me, I like to set with a powder foundation for more coverage. I just like it, it gives a flawless finish, and it just looks really nice throughout the day. So just take a big fluffy brush like this, and I get my powder, and and the good thing about this bareMinerals one is that it's just so buttery that you just can't overdo it. Like, you just cannot. It never looks harsh or powdery or anything. It's just so good. I get that on, and then, and what's good is you can use it down your neck as well. So instead of taking your foundation down your neck, you can just use the foundation powder. Now at this point, I'll do my brows because I tend to forget otherwise. So I'm just going to use the Anastasia. And for me, it's just kind of just filling them in a bit. And this is just kind of what I do. I just go over it and over it, fill in the gaps till I'm pleased that it's filled in. The dog's scratching to get in. Here he is. Okay, but you've got to be quiet, okay? There, I don't go too much with this, otherwise it gets a bit much. But what I like doing is, I like to go over the top with, this is the bareMinerals Strength and Length, and it's a really light shade. It's like really light. And I just go through my brows because it just kind of adds a bit of dimension. Plus, I'm hoping it will just help those gappy bits grow back. And it holds it in place. So it's a win-win. Just like that. Okay, now, bronzer. This is like the best bit, and this is why you need bronzer, because otherwise foundation just looks a bit flat, doesn't it? My favorite is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. I love it. I've had this for years, and this is the only one that just makes a huge difference. I love this brush. This is a Guerlain brush. I got it in a free set, and I love it. It's amazing because it makes placement really easy. Now, my top tip is to tap with your bronzer. Don't rub, because you're going to rub off your foundation. And you can see the contour of my face already. And I just tap in and up. Can you just, I mean, look at that already. Like, that's just so easy. The brush is just doing the work for you. And there's just something about this bronzer that no other bronzer does this. I go down my nose and I go on top of my nose because I love that kind of bronzy look, and just over it under the chin. Contour a bit of the jawline, but really not too bothered. For me, it's more about getting that glow back into the skin. So can you see? It just looks, you know, like you've been skiing, that kind of look. Love it. And then I love to go in with a mauvey blush. This is one of my favorites. It's the Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amore, and I love it. It's just one of these. It's so good. And I just pop this on my cheeks like that. Look at that. Look at that. And on my nose as well. See? Fabulous. Now, we're going to go with my new palette. This is the by Terry Terribly Paris, and these shades are beautiful. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, they're shimmery and shiny, but they're not that kind of shimmery and shine. It's hard to explain. They're almost like a cream consistency. So I like this pale, you know, I love my pale shade. So I'm gonna go first with this very, very pale shade. This is how I like to do my eyes. I take the palest shade of the palette, usually a shimmery one. I mean, look at that. It's like, do you know what I mean? And then I just, do you know what? It's almost like a foil. That's what it's reminding me of. It's almost like a foil, look at that. And what I like to do is place the majority of it on my eyelid, but then I take it all the way up and into the corners. For me, this just, along with that concealer, it gives just that really fresh look, you know? I don't know how to describe it. Okay, so pack the majority on the lid, like so. And because it's almost like cream, and then I go all the way up to the brow and the inner corners, because I just want to keep that brightness. Do you see? Then I take a brush like that, and I'll go in with, so that was the one I've put all over the lid. So now I'll either go in with either this or this, and I think I'm going to go in with this because it's got quite a peachy tone to it, and it's just a nice light contour. Oh, should I go in with the, no, I'll go in with the peach. So again, and then what I do is I concentrate on this part of my eye, and I keep it quite high. And because it's just a subtle change in shade, it's very subtle, but you can see it. Can you see? It's so, so subtle, but I love it. And I just keep it on this part of my eye so I can see. And these are all shimmers, and they're not, and yeah, it's a smooth, they're very smoothing, so it's not like it's a shimmery, shiny consistency. Bertie, you're really testing me today. Right. Okay, then I'm just going to take this brown shade here, which again, it's a lovely shade. They're really nice shades. They're really easy to use, and I'm just going to sort of dust this just along the edge for a bit of definition. I just love these kind of shades. And then I'm going to go under the eye. Like that. Then we're going to line the eyes, and I love this liner. This is the L'Oreal Perfect Slim Super Liner in brown. And it is, I think it's nearly finished. It's amazing. So now what I do is I'm going to have to, I kind of get to the edge first and then pull in. There we go. And it's just such a nice colour. Again, I go to the other side, get in the corner. It doesn't look harsh, it's just, sometimes I don't get them. It's really hard for me to get both eyes the same. Is anyone else like that? Don't worry if you get a bit underneath, that's fine. There we go. That's that, lovely. Lovely jubbly. I'll then go in with some mascara, and I'm using the Hourglass Unlocked, which is just fabulous. If you are somebody that mascara normally smudges, this is perfect because it's a tubing mascara, so it's not going to come off, it's not going to flake. I forgot to curl my lashes, but never mind. It's a lovely, lovely consistency, and you can build it up as little or as much as you want. Now you know me, I can sit here and do my mascara for like 10 whole minutes. So, here we go. Eyes. Then for lips, I've been using this lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury. It's called Pink Venus. And, okay, tip lining your lips. Always start like this. Okay, that way. Don't start here, start at the edges. That way you get the perfect line. This is a lovely, Charlotte Tilbury lip liners are the best. Okay, so it's quite a nice pink, isn't it? Then I go in with Kim KW. It gives a really nice, it gives that lovely pink lip. I love it. And then something new I got, which is unheard of for me with this particular brand. I don't typically buy DIOR, but this is the Lip Maximizer Hyaluronic Lip Plumper in the shade, oh, I can't remember the shade. 010, something pink. Anyway, I saw somebody on YouTube using this, like a 19-year-old or something, and I was like, oh my God, I need that. And like, I never, ever buy DIOR. DIOR's not really my favorite. But for some reason, I was so sold on this. Just the color is lovely. Even just, I thought, even just as a handbag thing to use on its own. Anyway, I'll show you. Look at that iridescent pink. It just looks really nice over Kim KW. And it just gives very nice lips. Okay, then actually, do we want some highlighter? Yes, we do. So I'm going to put some highlighter on. Oh, I'm going to go use this one. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Nude Gasm Face Palette. This one here, a bit of gold, just on the tops there. Just, you know, look at the contours of your face, you know, at the top there and there. Then, without fail, I shall set my face because the setting of the face makes it. This is nearly finished, so it's coming out in blobs. Oh! And then we shall... Oh, it came in a blob on my top lip. Never mind! But can you see how now all of my makeup is sort of settling, is, you know, blending in? Let's just... It's the only problem when those things start to finish, it just splurts out. But this is the job of the setting spray. Look how it's just, look, my highlighter has popped. Everything has melted in. And it just looks glowy and dewy and amazing. And, if I don't have lipstick on my teeth, it sets everything and it makes everything last for the whole day. Look at that glow. So there you have it. This is my everyday makeup. This is what I do every day. I love it. It's light, it's fresh, it's bright. It's great for spring. And there we are. I thought we'd do something different and be really close up about it so you can really have a look. I'm sitting in front of my window. So this is in natural light, daylight. You can see what I look like close up. And it looks brilliant. It looks brilliant in person, it looks brilliant in any light. So let me know if you spotted any products you like to try. I will list everything down below. Mention some of you, if you like DIOR, I know a lot of you do like DIOR, some of the products that you think I should try. I just never gravitate towards it, but for me, it's like with anything, I see someone use it and I think, oh, that's nice. So, yes, hope you're well, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye.